Hello, Christy Ruffner here, and today we're going to do a little tutorial on how to post pictures in your blog post. And we're going to be using my free Weebly blog here to do that training on. As you can notice here, it's been a few days since I've actually been in this blog and done any posting. And that's because I've actually been busy on my website, ChristyRuffner.com, and building my permanent blog over there. And would invite you to come over and visit. It's ChristyRuffner.com/connections. Connections is the name of the blog. And I would invite you to come on over and visit for a bit. So in order to get started with showing you how to post on this in your blogs, we need to begin at the beginning to make sure that you are able to find the pictures that you want, and in order to find the pictures you want, you have to have a filing system. And so if you're in Windows 8, I would invite you to click on your desktop tile and go into your desktop, and you will have your screen will look like this, because essentially your desktop tile in Windows 8 is just a Windows 7 platform. So I would invite you to do that so that you're looking at the same type of screen as we are. And your computer is just a big digital filing cabinet. And so if you can picture that in your brain, then you'll have an idea of what we're going to try to accomplish here. Your files are going to be found in your library, which is when you hover over it with your mouse, it says Windows Explorer. And that essentially is where your filing cabinet is. All of these icons that you have on your desktop are just little shortcuts that give you easy access, and they should all actually be things that you access every day. I could certainly come in and clean up my desktop very easily, and it would probably speed up my computer, because each of these little icons take up a little bit of your RAM, which is part of the speed of your computer. So I could come in here and clean that up very easily and probably help my computer. But anyway, we are going to open the library. And in the library, you have 5 main folders. One is documents, one is downloads, one is music, one is pictures, and one is videos. And these are set up by default on your computer when you get it brand new. Also by default, when you download something, usually it is always going to download into the downloads folder right here. And you can change that if you want, but it makes it sort of an easy way for you to find whatever it is that you download. Just know that that's where it goes, is in the download file. Okay, now your organization from here is completely up to you. Okay, I would recommend that in each of these folders, depending on, maybe somebody's not into music, they're not going to use the music folder much. If you're an internet marketer, you will be making videos if you don't already. Just know that any of the folders or files that you create can go into any of these folders. It doesn't matter. They are just here for organization so that you can find what you're looking for. Okay, so we're going to be talking about pictures, so we're going to be in the pictures folder. And what I would do is I would go in there and I would set up folders inside of there. And so across your top toolbar here, you have some choices that you can make. And one of them is for a new folder. Now, my computer is well established, so I've got a lot of stuff in here. And so when you are just starting, you will have probably one folder in here that says sample pictures. What you want to do is you want to create some of your own folders, depending on what kind of pictures you have. If you got personal pictures, family pictures, however detailed you want to be with your organization, that's completely up to you. But I would at least have personal pictures, family pictures, business pictures. And then in the business pictures you could have various categories as well. For instance, you have folders inside of your folder. Okay, so you can get this as organized as you want. All right. Now, if you click on new folder, and we can go back here, you got your back arrow, that's going to take you back to your pictures. All right. You have a navigation bar here that you can use. This will tell you what folder you're in. You can go back to pictures that way. You can go back this way. And that took me back into the map folder. So there's lots of ways to navigate. They're all going to be up here in the left-hand corner. So you're going to create, let's go back to pictures, and we're going to create a new folder, and it's always alphabetical. So when you create a new folder, it's going to be down where it would fall in the alphabet of whatever you've got already set up in your folder. So it's going to automatically be highlighted so that you can name it. Name it whatever you want. We're going to name this one Test. We're going to name it A Test. That way I don't have to scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page to open it. So we have a new folder, okay, and we are going to find it up here, A Test. That's the folder that I just created. If I double click on it, it's going to open and it's empty. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back, we're going to go to Facebook, and we are going to save a picture. Okay, so here I am. Let's go to my news feed, and I'm scrolling through my news feed. I hate that video. And I find a picture I want to save. And so I'm going to click on it, and that's going to open it up in its own posting window. Okay, so you want this picture. You're going to put your cursor over the picture, and you're going to right click, and that's going to open up a submenu where you're going to have some options here, and you're going to click on Save Image As, and that opens up the files on your computer. Okay, so you're going to go back and you're going to find your pictures folder. Okay, you could also find it by clicking on the libraries. There's always more than one way to find what you're looking for, and once you get your bearings on how to navigate on your own computer, it will be easy to decide what routes you want to take. But you've always got, over here on the far left, you've always got your main folders. And if you click on this little arrow right next to it, then that is going to open that folder and show you the folders that are inside that folder. And then if you click on that little arrow right next to it, it's going to open up the folders that are inside that folder. Now, it will not show you files over here. It will just show you folders. So when you get down to the map folder, there's all the folders that are in the map folder. But if you went to map, you would see that there are a lot of pictures in here as well. Well, those bare files do not show up over here, only the folders. Okay, so we're going to go back to pictures, and we're going to open the test folder because that's where I want to save this picture. And so I click it to select it, left click it to select it, click on open, and that opens my folder. You can see that there is nothing in here. There's no other JPEGs in here. Now when you download a picture from Facebook, it's always got all these just numbers in here. So you're going to want to rename it. You can or you can't, it's up to you, but I always rename them. And we're just going to name this one Chair Frame. Now when you create a file name on the computer, it doesn't matter if there's a space in there. But if you try to use it in other programs, sometimes it does. So it's a good habit to get into to not put spaces in your title names, okay, in your file names. And then you just go down and you click Save. All right. Now it shows down here in the toolbar that I downloaded a JPEG that I named Chair Frame. And if I forget to check where I save it, I can always click on this arrow and click Show in Folder, and it's going to open up that folder on my computer and show me that picture. Okay? So there's always multiple ways to do things. All right? So we've saved a picture there. Now, there are other times when perhaps you want to save. Let's go up here. I know that Anne-Marie has a picture in here that we wanted to save. She was having trouble with. Let's see if I can find it. And I'm not sure. There it is. Now, when she saved this, I'm not sure what she was doing because she got this little picture with some text on the side. When you clicked on it, it just showed it in the browser. So I'm not sure. But you just click on the picture and it opens it up. And you, just like the other one, you right click and it opens a submenu. You click Save Image As. It will always open the last folder that you were in the last time. So because we've already saved a picture in this test folder, this one automatically opens up. So we're going to rename it Leonardo. I don't know. Anyway, we'll name it Leonardo and click Save. All right. And there it is again. It's downloading, and you could click the down arrow and click Show in Files, and it's going to open up that file and show you where it's at. Okay. Now that we have two pictures saved, the other place that you can go for pictures is here with Google Images. We're going to go to a new tab and we're going to open Google Images. And let's say you wanted to find an inspirational quote. All right. Here we have a page full of inspirational quotes that you could use any one of these to do a Facebook post or a blog post or anything you wanted to. Look at this one. Do not give up. The beginning is always the hardest. Isn't that the fact? Okay. So when I clicked on it, it opened it up in this window where you could look at other images along the same vein. But we're just going to click on View Image, and that's going to open it in its own window. And then again, you just right click and choose Save Image As. And this time it opened a different folder because of where I'm at. I'm in a different spot in my browser. So we're going to go back to My Pictures because that's where my test folder is. And we're going to double click on that and open it. And we're going to rename this You don't really have to leave that .jpeg on the end. It's automatically going to save it as a JPEG. So you could actually just highlight that whole thing and just go beginning is the hardest and click save. And in the Firefox browser, that other browser was Chrome. In Firefox, your download information is up here where this green arrow is. And so if you click on that, there is that download. And if I wanted to know where it was, I would just, let's see, open the containing folder right there. That little icon. You open that, and it opens the folder where you saved it. Okay? Now, we are going to use one of these, and we're going to post. Let's do a Facebook post first. So open the browser with my Facebook. Close this. Close this. All right. Now, when you're in your Facebook and you want to add a photo from your computer, you click on Add Photos and you click on Upload Photos Video, and that's going to open the file folders on your computer. And since this is where we were the last time in Chrome, this window is going to open again. So we could take this picture right here, and it's going to download right into Facebook. And then you type your message. All right, and click Post. Okay, now there's a couple of other things that you can do when you add a picture. Let's do another one. Let's go to Pictures. And let's go down to Inspire. You can double click it, you can click on Open, either one will work. Now down here you can add, if you want to tag people, if you want to say what you're doing, what you're feeling, what you're reading, what you're listening to. A lot of times I'll post from a book and I'll include the title of the book. So there's lots of, this is turned into a little mini Facebook tutorial, but there's different things that you can do here. You can add another picture if you want. You're not limited to just one picture. If you change your mind about this picture, there's a little X here and you can remove it. You can add another one. And have two pictures. You can create a little mini album if you want. Okay, so that's Facebook. Now, the process with the blog is going to be pretty similar. Okay, so we're going to start a new post. You're going to title the post, and then you're going to decide whether you want to start your post with just one big image in the middle, or if you want to have image and text. I usually start with the image and text at the top. And then this area here where it says Upload Image, you just click on that. And then you just click on Upload a Photo from your computer. Now if you want, you can come down here and you can open, and you can make that window smaller, and you can open your folder where your picture is at, and you just left click, select it, and drag it over onto the blog. And that's really the fastest way. It downloads really fast that way. And now you have a picture. And then you click where the text is and you start typing your text. Okay, so it's as simple as that. It really is very simple. Now, as long as I'm here, I want to show you, because the other thing that you might want to do is share YouTube videos. And so if you want to share a YouTube video, then you would drag this little box over onto your blog, and it's going to create a space for a YouTube video. Now from there you're going to go over to YouTube, and if you have your own channel, then you would use your own video, or if you have somebody else's video that you want to share, just as a for instance. Now I always try to go through my video manager because I really hate to skew my viewing stats by clicking on my own videos. So I go into video manager, I go into info and settings, and I get my link right here, and I copy that, and then I take it back over to the website, and I right click, and then you put that URL that you just grabbed right there. You decide where you want to put the video, whether you want it all the way to the right, all the way to the left, or centered. I always center my videos because they're so big anyway. And then I always come into spacing, and I always make that spacing large on the top and the bottom, because there's never seems to be a lot of room between the video and whatever is above it or below it. And then just go ahead and click that. And then you just click outside the window, and there's your video. All right, and it's ready to play. You just click on it and it's going to play. Okay? That's it. Simple as that. Easy peasy. All right? Your blog posts are really going to be much more appealing, much more alluring to the reader if you have pertinent pictures. Now, you can help with your SEO on your site. In a free site like this, you don't have a lot of options, but if you name your picture before you drag it over here, if you name it with a keyword for whatever it is that you're posting about, then that's going to help. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you found this video useful. If you have more questions, please post them below. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and visit me at my new blog, christyruffner.com/connections, and make a connection with me. Hook up with me on Facebook. I love to train newbies, so if you're new and you need help, reach out to me, and I'll see what I can do for you. Okay? Make it a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.